Yo, beast mode, I go beast mode. Left, right hook, then I reload. Speed until it breathe slow. Connect every uppercut, clean blows.
Chris Waddams here, Southport Jab, with the victorious Liam Walsh on what everyone's feeling is your return. Yeah. But I know, because I talk to Ryan a lot, I talk to you guys a lot, that you've not been out of the gym.
No, I haven't. I've been sparring, training, running, all what a professional boxer should be doing. And I wasn't. I never felt like I weren't a professional boxer. That's just my life anyway. I've always trained, I've always kept well, and even after boxing, I'll probably still live that lifestyle. Hopefully, as long as I've got enough something to pay the wage, pay my way. Yeah. Go on. No, I'm fucking running on now. Sorry.
I think he's had a terrible loss in 2 years he had. But yeah, they said twins, they developed later and everything else. He's had no wear and tear, one loss, only cut the punches to the loss. He's still got his best years ahead of him now if we can get the right fights in front of him. It's all about the business now, though, getting the right fights to move on and getting back to a world title fight, because him himself, he generally only wants to fight. So he's got Ryan, to be fair to him, they just want to fight the best, which I'm not saying they'll beat them all, but they will fight anybody. So the right fights, and see where they get, you know. And good luck to them both, and they work hard for it. And the main thing, like I said, they live the life which a lot of boxers don't. They don't drink, they don't smoke, never done nothing. So for that, I think it'll pay later on in life, because many boxers can say they do that. They have a fight, they go on the piss and back knocking the weight off. They live it all year round. So it's been a crime. He's been out for 2 years, but he stuck by his guns. He's done it his way, and fair play to him. So hopefully good things come from now.
Give him some stick.
So has it been frustrating though, having these?
Yeah, there's been bouts.
It's 9 days shy of 2 years since you last.
Yeah, it's mental, isn't it? It's mental. It's gone quick, so I must have been having fun. It's been frustrating, but then on the flip side of it, I've got to see our kids grow up. I've spent more time with my brother. It's just been painful. We've had some good times in it. I can't say it's all been doom and gloom and I've been depressed, because I haven't. I've enjoyed the time. I take every day as they come and I try and enjoy every day. Obviously it's been frustrating. I'm back doing what I love now, so I'm obviously happier. But it's been alright. Yeah.
For all of us, but I'll tell you one thing about the Walsh family, the Walsh boys, we have had a good, we're happy. We're happy with everything we got. We all live together, all our kids together. Boxing's brilliant, but we couldn't be happier really, to be honest, could we? We're lucky really, we're lucky to have what we got. We've got a good family, all good women around us, all our kids and that. And hopefully he does well in boxing, but we've been lucky either way out of boxing. We've had a good time, all stayed together. So we're blessed either way, you know, so hopefully he now does the boxing as well.
So I asked Ryan earlier, during his time out of the ring, because he had a spell where he weren't in the ring as well, was his love for the sport the reason why he didn't walk away? And was it the same for you?
Yeah, that's because without saying I've always loved boxing. It's all I've ever done. It's been my life since I was 7 years old. If I didn't love this sport, boxing's got a habit of just sucking you in and never letting you go, I think. And it'll be a sad day when the gloves are hung up. Obviously, there was times in that 2 years where I thought it might not happen again. I might never get the opportunity. So I must thank MTK for that, because we reached out to them and they've been really, really good, spot on. Been men of the word. They've been brilliant. I can't blow their trumpet enough, if I'm honest. So yeah, thank them.
You answered my next question. I was going to say, how much has MTK helped you? Because you linked up with, I believe it was you, Michael, who went and spoke to Tom Stalker, Ryan's last fight,
I did,
and set it all up. So for you, what has that meant, having someone, having juggernaut as they are in MTK?
50% for his career, that's what it means.
Now, MTK are a serious firm now. For me, they're taking over, and that's because of the way they're treating people. You're treating the fighters and like they're treating you really good. And I can only advise anyone out there who's struggling with debts or struggling with in any way in boxing, contact and reach out and see what can be offered, because they've been men of the word. I can't thank them enough.
And not only that, they've got plenty of clout with the big promoters. They can get you in line here and there. So yeah, I think they've been brilliant for them both, and they're keeping them now so they can go and train. You know, they're not in it for all the money boxing, but at least now it's paying for the living, and then they can get ready for fights and whatever. You have MTK, I take me out off to what they've done for him, because like I said, they've left him sat out for 2 years with no injury. He's just got at his best, lost to one of the best out there, and still could have been fighting 10, 12 weeks later, but through the business and through politics, that hasn't happened. But for MTK coming back into it and offering what they have, yeah, I thank myself as well for bottom me out, because he's now going to prove what he can do, hopefully. That's what we're looking for.
So, we've been talking for almost 6 minutes. We haven't even mentioned the fight yet. You stopped him with a beautiful shot to the gut.
Have you seen it back?
I haven't seen it back, but from where we were behind him, and it looked like you just caught him right under the ribs.
Boys,
you caught him right under the ribs with a beautiful shot, and it just took his wings.
Yeah, if it went in, it felt good when it went in, but when you fight these opponents, I'm always a bit sceptical. Is he blagging me? Like, is he? But it did go in. I did feel it go in, and it was a decent. It went in. It was soft when it went in. It was good. It felt good, but sometimes I'm a bit negative, and I think, is he having me over here? You know. But it was a good shot. I've hurt a lot of people to the body in the past, and so. You've got to take his word for it, haven't you?
You were working the body a lot in that fight.
I was trying because he's so negative. He's making you force your work, and he's smart with his shoulders. A couple of times I've looped right hands, and I was a little bit eager to get to him because I thought, you're trying to stink the gaff out here, and I've got these fans who want to see action, and I wanted action. I'm eager to get some action myself, so I was a little bit eager. But you've got to be a little bit smart with them opponents. You've got to break them down, but. It was in the end I got a punch off that fended it. So
you also had him down in the second, and the ref gave you a telling off for it. Did you feel it was an illegal punch?
I still don't know the rules. I asked the ref when when the ref come over to the corner and said to me, Liam, that was a little bit naughty. I said, did I commit a foul? And he said, it's a bit of a grey area. And I said, well, I don't think I've committed a foul, have I? And if I have, someone educate me and tell me, because in my rules, or not my rules, the British rules. From what I understand, protect yourself at all times. And if I can make him miss and get around the side of him, or even the back of him for that matter, I'm allowed to hit him.
Because you made it. I think that was the issue. You made him spin on a pirouette.
Yeah.
And he turned. But where we were, I thought it was a legit knockdown because he was side on to you. He didn't have his back to you. He was side on to you. But so I thought it was a fair shot.
Yeah, I don't actually know. A lot of ignorant, really. I should know the exact rules, but I did actually ask the ref. I said, if I did get round the back of him and he was completely not facing me, isn't that a legal punch to now hit him? If I've manoeuvred him there and hit him, maybe that is. But I thought the fact I'd rolled under and he was, I don't know if I committed a foul on him.
I think you did the absolute best you could with the opponent that you had. I think that was the best he could do, and MTK will vouch for this. He accepted at most 5 or 6 fights. Ones that, maybe before when I had a bit of a say in his management thing, that I wouldn't have took for his first fight back. One lad, just for example, had 19, knocked out 16 and lost 3. But yeah, he said yes to every single thing he had, and he only got his opponent 2 days ago, so he's made do with what was in front of him, done a good job of it, and now he's just separated himself without no disrespect to that level. He's a totally different level to that. He's a world level fighter, yet to be proven. He's fought on the world level and got people. Get him back there and let's see where he's at then. Yeah. He's certainly ain't on this level, and I think we all know that, so he did a good performance, what was in front of him for me.
How did you feel it went? What do you want next?
The best fight available, whoever it is, lightweight,
Super-Featherweight or lightweight in this country.
Whoever's available,
just get it going.
Whoever wants to fight, if they're good, then and they excite me, then let's do it. Yeah, why not?
Would you want the British title again so you can win it outright like Ryan?
If it can be done, and if that's the route they want to, if it's a decent fight, then yeah, why not? I was just asked Alex Steedman then. I said, what if I want it at lightweight? Because I only need one more defence or one more win. Would I then keep it? I don't know the rule. I'm not sure.
It'd be nice to win it.
No one can tell me.
I don't think you do. I think you have to win in the same way. But I don't know.
Because I know you can lose it and win it, and that still counts towards your defence. I don't know whether it's in a different way.
No, they said if you come back at super featherweight, you only had one more defence. They said that. So I think you should go back and get one more defence. If we can win that outright, that'd be lovely. And then the next step should be straight onto the lightweight British title, and then onto the world scene. Then forget all this British level. He's
the European title excites me a little bit because that's a Verdi does, right?
And he was mandatory for that before Gervonta Davis fight, wasn't he?
He should have fought Pedraza, shouldn't he?
The politics of that is I was mandatory for the European title and then the European. We rung the IBF and said, can Liam fight for the European? I sat out 8 months from Plymouth to Gervonta, and the IBF said, if you fight for that European in the between, you'll strip you of your ranking. So they basically said, sit there for 8 months and wait until they're ready. And then we sat.
And Gervonta actually jumped you in the queue when it should have been yours.
Well, I don't want to go down this route because it's like we're always whinging, but Yeah, I think you boys.
To be
know.
truthful, I'll tell you though, when
There's a lot more
Spencer jumped
to
in
it.
front of him, we were sat in Tenerife, me, Ryan and Liam, and we sat watching the telly, and me watching it as partly as a management part with Liam and Ryan, I obviously wanted to fight Pedraza more than anything. And we was watching the fight, and he was only 4 rounds deep, and he was already saying, I want him. If that's the man who's the best, I want him.
Yeah,
So he wanted that fight
still
until that
want
fight,
you.
and that's just the way it went, and we still think we could win on another day. I know people think we're mad, but I think he fights
think you
Gervonta
got
10
me mad to
times,
box, ain't you?
and I think they'd win 5 apiece, or what, he might win 6, I've got to give it his way, you know, but we just got it wrong that night, but if that fight ever comes up again, you'll be there, wouldn't you, lad?
Of course I would, but it's so unrealistic.
You just don't think it's realistic, but...
You got to be realistic.
Just tell him the truth, we got it wrong, we'd have pounded him on another day. Tell him the truth, man. He's about this big, you'd have flattened him, we slipped. It all went a bit wrong for a minute, and he got lucky with the back of the head shot, and can we please do it again? You know what I mean? For God's sake, give us a chance.
Alright, so the next step, you want the best fights for the biggest opportunity and get back to where you feel you should be.
Yeah, definitely, yeah. Just the biggest fights, whoever's just good fighters. Just
I'm trying to get a name out of you. You're not giving me anything there.
just the best fighters.
Never get to call anyone.
No, I don't want to disrespect anyone, but I got.
It's not calling out, but the fight I've always wanted
Who's the best?
for you is Stephen Smith.
I was just going to say, who's the best super featherweight? The 2 best super featherweights in this country. It's me or Stephen Smith. I think that's my opinion. You probably have. You've got probably Matt and Joe Ward will argue that. You've probably got Sam Bowens, Alpha Barrett, Liam Walsh, all them lads. They'll all argue it. So they should. They're all young lions, and they've all got to be respected. But I think me and Stephen have been on the same path since we turned over.
You always seem like you've been on a collision course, and it's just never happened.
It just seemed like it should have happened, and I feel that Stephen is the best super featherweight in this country, bar me. I don't know if he feels the same about me. I don't know, but that's the only reason I'd like to fight him. I really like the lad. I've really got loads of respect for him and his brothers. What they've done in boxing, never get done again. They've achieved some. So I only want to fight. It's madness, really, because I really like him, but I only want to fight him to see how good I am. I don't want to fight him because I don't want to punch him in the face. I just want to see how good I am, and I think if me and him fight, that'll settle the argument. Who was the best in our little time? Because we've all got small little patches of a career, and I just want to look back in 10 years. I want to say, well, I can definitely say I was the best around that time in Britain at least. And he can say the same at the minute. So he's had failed world title attempts. Yeah. He's got a better resume than me. If you look at his resume, he's fought some serious fighters. I just think it's a really good fight, and hopefully that can be done. If not, whoever, lightweight, who's the best lightweights? Obviously, there's the history between me and Ricky Burns at one point.
Because you were meant to fight him for his world
Exactly,
title.
there's another good fight. I love that fight. You got there's loads. I don't want to be calling people out because.
You'll have to, because you've stood still for 2 years, because you haven't. That's been the problem, you know.
I don't think that is the reason. I don't think calling people out necessarily does get you fights. I'm not on social media for starts, so I can't kick off with anyone on there. So
we'll film you, and we'll
yeah, but no, whoever, all the better. Yeah, I hope, with the utmost respect, if I've mentioned your name, that's because I respect you as a fighter and I rate you as a fighter, and I want to challenge me. I'm not challenging you really. I just want to challenge me. So whoever.
And I think Stephen Smith, like you mentioned, is the best because they both fought for world titles. The day I would say, I'd argue with anybody that they're the 2 best super featherweights in the country. So I think it's a big fight. There'd be a few quid in it, and it would be a really good fight. They fought in amateurs. Stephen nicked it off him in Liverpool on a countback, and it was a very good fight. It was close, and I felt Liam were coming into it in the last round. We chased him down. It would be a good fight. As a pro fight, it'd be brilliant. And not only that, we've got the most respect in the world for them brothers because they've achieved more than any other brothers in the country. But I would like to know who's the best because either him or Stephen Smith is the best super featherweight in this country. So that'd be the best fight, wouldn't it? And then after that, get him up to lightweight so he don't have to keep stripping himself and off we go.
Alright, well, I know you've you've been doing interviews for much longer than you've even been in the ring tonight. So before I let you go though, is there anyone you want to thank?
Yes. First of all, MTK for putting me in this position and showing belief in us and getting me back on track. And obviously my fans, I can't thank them enough, forever indebted to them. And then probably more important than anyone in the world, all my family, because they're my everything, they're my whole family. So, yep, and yourselves obviously, because you're keeping us all relevant, you're keeping us all in the game, you're covering boxing, and so I can't thank you enough either, because without you people, there'd be no, there wouldn't be no coverage, and so thank you.
Oh, well, thanks for that, and well done again on the win.
Yep, thank you. Cheers, Chris.
Yo, beast mode, I go beast mode. Left, right hook, then I reload. Speed until it breathe slow. Connect every uppercut, clean blows.